nearlydanish.com.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's get ready to rumble! Let's get ready to rumble!
So this is frequently asked questions part 2. So this week is about boosting your confidence. All right. So this week is about boosting your confidence. On Sunday, we did frequently asked questions part 1. Today, we're doing frequently asked questions part 2. After this, we'll go back to our regular programming of me pushing you guys, okay? So if you don't do well on, well, if you didn't do well in the last one, and if you don't do well on this one, you have a lot of work to do. These questions are the questions that you must know the answer to. You're definitely going to be seeing at least 10 to 15 of these questions in the next test, okay? So please, if you don't do well here, go and do the most frequently asked questions quiz, all right? For the new people that are here, I'll just do a bit of an explanation. The secret sauce to passing the test is this. Get familiar with the questions. For the people that have been coming, I know I sound like a broken record, but I'm doing this for a reason, okay? Because that's how the brain actually learns, by repetition, repetition, repetition. If you're here for the first time and you're seeing this for the first time, please take this advice. I'm not saying that this is the only way to pass. I'm saying that this is the way that works for your brain. Okay? You can go ahead and do what you want, but this is what I recommend. And the whole website is built on this principle. So get familiar with the questions. Make sure you go through all the quizzes more than once until you're consistently scoring 80% and above. Then rinse and repeat. Reading the book becomes easier as you go through the quizzes and vice versa. In the end, you'll be surprised that you know more about Denmark than your home country. This happened to me. It's happened to several other people, and I'm sure it's happening to some of you right now. Okay? If you don't have a profile on the website, how do you find your profile once this session is over? Your profile will be created automatically. Okay? Give it half an hour to an hour, and then you follow these instructions I'm about to tell you. You go to nearlydanish.com, you scroll down, you go to this place that says Kahoot, you click on players. And when you click on players, you'll end up with this page here. It's a leaderboard, but there's several of them. So how do you find your name? You search the page. Okay, so you search for Bogdan. Sorry, the guy I always use. Okay, now I found one person called Bogdan. You click on the name and voila, you have your profile. Your profile tells you how prepared you are, and it shows you the work that you need to do. So there's quizzes for every chapter and every section and subsection of every chapter. Okay? How do you find those quizzes? You click on the chapter, and then you see the sections and subsections and the quizzes that cover everything. So doing these quizzes is actually like reading the book, only better. The information actually stays in your head. This is a progress bar for when you're doing your work. So it shows you how far along you've done your work. For Bogdan, he's completed this, and this, and he's only completed this 87% of the time. Okay? It tells him he has 1 rep to go. A repetition is when you finish this. So for you to get to 100%, you have to do this 8 times. Now, do I say that you have to? 3 times, 4 times, 5 times is good. 8 times, you could do that for fun if you want. However, there are people that have done it 8 times. Okay? Someone like Maya. Maya is 100% prepared. She's done each and every single quiz on this website 8 times. That's amazing. Round of applause to Maya. Now, that is no joke because this is a lot of information and a lot of work. And she's done it 8 times. So I can guarantee you that the information in that book is stuck in her head. And it's probably going to be stuck in her head for the next 6 months. Okay? Now, if you are under pressure, there is a red button here that says 14-day challenge. We have 21 days. If you're starting today, I highly recommend that you do the 14-day challenge. Click on that, and you have day 1, day 2. So pick whichever day is your day 1. I highly recommend that it's today. Click on that and do the work in here. Finish all these quizzes 8 times. That's your day 1. On day 2, you do the same thing until you get to day 14. Okay? And then you go back to chapters and you do the most frequently asked questions, Danish values, current affairs, all the mock tests, previous exams, and from Melbourne Skips Porn and INDFØDSRETS Porn. And if you do that, your progress bar will say 100%. The goal is to get this to 100%. There are already 2 people in the Gold League that have done that. Okay? All right. I hope that made sense for the people that are here for the first time. For the people that are not here for the first time, you've heard me say that before. All right, back to the Kahoot. Moving on. Like I said, this is frequently asked questions, part 2. All right, next one. All right, I hope you guys are feeling good about yourselves. You guys are doing really well. 9 people got this wrong. 165 got it right. All right, next one. All right, 165 people yet again. Karen Blixen wrote The African Farm. Okay, so Lucky is the highest climber. We're still on question number 3. You've seen this before. This should be an easy one for you guys who have been practicing. All right, slightly above 166 people got this right. Now, if you're not getting these questions right, there's still time, but you're slowly running out of time. So please, if you're not doing well, don't lose hope. There is still time, but you need to put in a lot of work in the time that you have. It is possible. You can actually be prepared for this exam in 2 weeks, but you have to do a lot of work in those 2 weeks. All right, moving on to the next one. Seen this before. Okay, 160 got this right. How many people got it wrong? 18 people got this wrong. Like I said, every single one of these questions is a frequently asked question. That means it's appeared at least 2 times in the previous test since 2009. Okay, so these are the questions that you must know the answer to. Like I said, you must know the answer to, because you definitely I mean, definitely will be seeing at least 10 to 15 of these questions in the next test. So please, these are very important questions. All right, Borja is now number 1, Ola 2, Fredo 1, 2, 3 at 3, NF 1, SRA at 5. I recognize all these names. Well done to you guys.
Great job.
7 players have reached an answer streak of 3.
Great job.
Next one. All right, even less people got this wrong. A representative democracy is that you vote for the people that you support, and when they get into parliament, they make decisions on your behalf. That's what this means. On to the next one. All right, so the top 5 has been reshuffled, and there's now at number 1. Mids is the highest climber, up 31 places.
Excellent.
Next one. Read the question slowly. Don't be in a hurry. All right, I'm beginning to see the weak spots now. It's dropped to 145. It says, which of the following parties, the following, that's the key word. So which of these 3 is the oldest? Okay. Sometimes people confuse this and they say, oh, Venstre is the oldest. Where is it? It's not there. But the question is, which of the following? So pay close attention to that. Next one. All right, this was a combo breaker. Like I said, I'm beginning to see the weak spots. Fix them. It will show up on your profile. All your errors will show up on your profile. All right, next one. You've seen this before. All right, we're back. Only 9 people got this wrong. The regents are in charge of the hospitals. All right, Duke is climbing. Moonstone _ Mad is back in the game 3 in a row.
Great job.
Next one. All right, so even more people got this right. Round of applause. Okay, 45 has a streak of 9 correct answers in a row.
Perfect score.
Next one. Seen this before? Okay, so I'm actually quite surprised this number of people got this wrong. In the collective bargaining, FH represents the employees and DA represents the employers. This is frequently asked. It's asked in different ways sometimes. Sometimes they ask about DA, sometimes they ask about FH. This specifically is about FH. Next one. Look, for all the people theorizing in the chat about, you know, what this stands for, go and make a list of all the political parties, the leaders, the year that they were created, and also the year that they were voted into parliament. You need that. Okay? You need that list. Also, someone has made that list already in the group. You can find that in the pinned posts. All right, Yasmina is back with an answer streak of 3.
Excellent.
On to the next one. All right. I'll explain. Give me 1 second. All right, even more people got this right.
Great job.
Okay. Like I said, I was talking about the political parties and their leaders and, you know, where you can find that information. You can find it here, okay, in the group. In the group, under featured posts, it's the 3rd one, this one here. This lady has gone through the pains of making this list for you, so please use it. Also, for the people, well, there is a group called Danish Citizenship Test. If you're not in that group, please join it. And also for the people that are here for the first time, if you've missed any of the sessions, the good news is that we record all these sessions. There is a YouTube channel. It's called Nearly Danish TV. You go to the channel, click on playlists, and you will see the playlist for INDFØDSRETSPRØVEN and Melbourne Escapes Porn 2024. Okay? Click on that, and you will see basically all the sessions that we've done since February, so you can catch up if you would like to. All right, moving on to the next one. What's going on? Enne, Ola, Duk, Borja, and SRA. Masha 77 has a streak with 11 correct answers in a row. That's a perfect score.
Perfect score.
All right, a million ball. 8 people got this wrong. You should know this. Next one. Someone fell out. Faheen is back in the game with 3 in a row. Next one. Right, we almost got an explosion here. Only 3 people got this wrong. Well done.
Great job.
And that seemed like he or she made a mistake and fell right out of that top 5. Okay, Miss JB Inno is the highest climber, up 5 places.
Excellent.
All right, next one. This is a no-brainer. It's almost like a Danish values question. The answer is yes. You have to respect all the other rules in society, regardless of your religion. 10 people got this wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
7 players just hits an answer streak of 13. It's the 9th of April, 1940. For the people that got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
All right, we're moving on. So we are question number 15 now. We have Duke at number 1, Ola 2, Borja 3, DI and Maya 4 and 5. By the way, Maya is number 1 in the gold league. She's basically finished all the work. Round of applause to Maya. Next one. Hopefully you all get this right and we have an explosion. Wow. Okay. So 9 people thought it was 1660. This is the question about Grundloven. Okay. It's from 1849. 1660 is Ennevelden, so the absolute monarchy. Anyways, moving on to the next one. Adi Claudio now in the top 5. Maya fell out. NK88 is the highest climber, up 4 places.
Great job.
Next one. Right. So the rules are you have to have a parliamentary election within 4 years of the previous one. However, the prime minister can choose to call an election tomorrow if she wants, before that 4-year period runs out. And actually, that's what she did in 2022. The election was supposed to happen in 2023, but she called it in November 22. All right. Next one. This is a combo breaker. I'm actually quite surprised. 4 players lost down to a streak of 16. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I hope you guys get this one right, because yeah, let's get an explosion. Exactly. Less than. Wow, even more people got this wrong. Okay. I gave the answer like a second ago. Anyways, I guess a whole bunch of people are not listening to anything I'm saying. 18 people got this wrong. Please get it right next time. Next one. Right, almost an explosion. 4 people got this wrong. The legal age in Denmark is 18. All right. It's the parliament, okay? It's not the government. The government is usually the one that puts forward the law proposals, and it's the parliament that debates them and accepts or rejects them. So 21 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know.
Now you know what you don't know.
You've discovered a knowledge gap. Fix it. It will show up on your profile. Right, DI is number 1, Borja 2, Duke 3, Ola 4, and Adi Claudio 5. Actually, this is a pretty dynamic top 5, but the margins are super slim. DI is leading Borja by just 9 points. Duke is leading, Borja is leading Duke by only 2 points. So, and Duke is leading Ola by just 1 point. So any mistakes will just kick you right out. White Walker, 3 in a row.
Great job.
Next one. All right. This was actually one of the previous questions, but now it's asked in a slightly different way. So you can see the first one was asking who's in charge of the hospitals. In this case, it's asking which tasks does the region have responsibilities for. All right. So go to the part of the book that talks about the responsibilities of the commune and the region and the state and make a list, because there could be questions about any one of those responsibilities. Masha has 21 correct answers in a row.
Perfect score.
Oh my! He's on fire!
All right, so this is definitely a weak spot. 37 people got this wrong. Voting in Denmark is not mandatory. You decide if you want to vote or not. Next one. All right. Christianity was introduced by Harold Blotond in year 900 and something. 9 people got this wrong. You need to know this. Please, you need to know this, okay? Next one. Okay, someone is asking about where to find the 14-day challenge. It's on your profile, okay? And I just explained how to find your profile. Okay, so this question is about the requirements for creating government. And the requirement is that a government cannot have a majority against it in parliament. Someone wrote to me and basically they saw this question, and it doesn't mean that there can't be a minority government. Okay, so the government in 2019 was a social democratic government. The social democratic government as a party did not have a majority in parliament. So it didn't have a majority of seats in parliament. And that's why you have the support parties, okay? So that's why you have the blue bloc and the red bloc. So Social Democrats is a red bloc party, and when they need support, they go to other red bloc parties to get support. One of the Social Democratic alliances is Radikale Venstre and all the other ones. I hope that made sense. 29 people got this wrong. Please don't mix it up. You can have a minority government with support parties. A matter of fact, most of the governments in Denmark since World War II have been minority governments. We do currently have, well, it used to be a majority government with Social Democrats, Venstre and Moderaterne. However, one of the members of parliament switched from Venstre to Denmark's Demokraterne, and it is no longer majority government. All right, moving on to the next one. Adi Claudio slowly climbing the charts. Lee is making a comeback with 3 in a row.
Excellent.
Next one. This should be a no-brainer. I beg you, let's get this right, okay? Get this right, please. It's stats minister, okay? It's not president or Forbundsminister. Anyways, moving on to the next one. Right, we have a static top 5.
Static top 5.
We've got Di, Adi, Claudia, Ola, Duke, and Borja. 5 players have reached an answer streak of 18.
Excellent.
Next one. Okay. So the power to judge is with the courts. 3 people got this wrong, not too bad. Next one. How do you say this name? I don't know. Anyways, we have a static top 5.
Static top 5.
Aiming for a link. What's your profile? What's the name of your profile? Do you have a profile? Okay, so you don't have a profile. Your profile will be created after this, okay? Were you here when we talked about how to find it? Oh, God, okay. How do you, okay, sorry guys for the people that have heard this before. How do you create a profile in Nearly Danish, okay? You create a profile in Nearly Danish by participating in a Kahoot. So participate in this Kahoot. Okay, now when you participate in this Kahoot, you're going to have a score under a name. Okay, I import that score under your name into the website. How do you find that profile when it's created? You go to the website, nearlydanish.com. You go to sessions. Okay, you click on sessions. Now there will be a session that says FAQs 2. But on Sunday, we did FAQs 1. You click on the session and you see the scores, okay? You find your name in this list and you click on it. And that's your profile, okay? That's how you find your profile. And on your profile, you can find the 14-day challenge here. So, like I said, after this session, go to the website, click on sessions, wait until you see this, until you see FAQs 2. This is part 1. It's good. FAQs 2 is going to show up within half an hour to an hour of when we're done today. Click on it, find your name, and start. Okay, that's it. All right, moving on. Yes, Reformation 1536. I hope that made sense. Did it make sense? Almost 100%. It's an international defense alliance. All right, we have a static top 5.
Static top 5.
Next one. For the person that was asking, did my explanation make sense? Okay. You need to get into the Kahoot. You didn't watch the video, I guess. Good Lord. What did you do, man? Oh, Lord. Okay. All right. We have Di, Ola, Adi, Claudia, Duke, and Borja. Next one. right. Okay, I posted a link to the video. Please watch that, okay? And join in before we finish, because we only have 20 questions to go. And if you can't join in now, join in Melbo Escapes Poem. Okay, 8 people got this wrong. Denmark was neutral under World War I. Iran is back in the game with 3 in a row. We have DI, Adi Claudio at number 2, Ola, Duke, and Borja. Next one. All right, so Jan Utzon designed the Sydney Opera House. That's one of the questions I think is actually going to show up. So let's see. All right. Next one. All right, 8 people got this wrong. Majority of you have been basically most of the questions have been at least 140 people getting them right. So round of applause to you guys. I'm really glad to be seeing these kinds of numbers. It just gives me a lot of hope for you guys. And I hope that for the people that are not getting the questions right, that you guys don't lose hope. There still is hope. You still have 21 days. You just have to put in a lot of work, okay? It's still possible. There are people that have done it in 2 weeks. So don't give up hope. Next one. Okay, so someone is asking me to explain the question. The question was, is there a limit to the number of times you can get voted into parliament? The answer is no, okay? So as long as you can keep getting votes, as long as you can keep convincing your constituents to vote for you, you can be a career politician. That's what that question means. I hope that made sense. 3 players dropped their answer streak of 3. This was a combo breaker. Sorry, guys. We've got 18 questions to go. All right, 18 people got this wrong. This 1864 is the Second Schleswig War, and Denmark lost that war and lost Sønderjylland as a result. All right, we've got 17 questions to go. We're almost at the end of this. We have a static top 5.
Static top 5.
And 9 players just hit an answer streak of 11.
Excellent.
Next one. I can't remember, actually. That's a good question. But it's all in the book, so check. Okay, so it's got to open. Okay, so this is about, should there be a definite number of ministers in every government? The answer is no. And a sister question to this is, can one minister be a leader of more than one ministry? I'm not going to tell you what the answer is, just in case that's the next question. This is a weak spot. 26 people got this wrong. So please work on this, fix this, so that you don't get it wrong if it shows up in the test. There's no max or minimum. So please, Ruddy, don't give wrong information. We have a static top 5.
Static top 5.
Shahi is making a comeback with 3 in a row.
Oh my! He's on fire!
Next one. Oh man, we almost got a perfect score here for everyone. Anyways, it's called a borgmester, so the mayor. 6 people got this wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Next one. All right, Adi Claudia moving up the ranks. Bino is making a comeback with 3 in a row. We are question number 35 right now. DI, Adi Claudia, Ola, Duk, and Borja. All these names are familiar. They've been practicing for a very long time. Round of applause to you guys for putting in the work. We've got 15 questions to go. All right, 6 people got this wrong. So everyone has the right to observe the meetings happening in Parliament. So you can just go there, you go through security, and you can go and sit down and watch, but you can't say anything. You have to be quiet. Speaking of observing meetings in Parliament, we have another Parliament visit on the 18th of May. So that's a Saturday. I will be publishing the event in the group, and there will be a limited number of tickets. They are free, so just book one if you want to come. And if you're not coming, please do not book, okay, so that someone else can join. All right, on to the next one. Fabricio, it's in Danish. All right, so in 1943, the Danish Jews were moved from Denmark to Sweden in boats. Ivana, I just said that we will be visiting Parliament again. So we visited Parliament already one time in April, and we're going again on the 18th of May. I will publish the event in the Facebook group. And if you want to come, you can book a ticket. It's free. And please don't book a ticket if you're not coming, so that other people that want to come can come. All right. And don't book and then don't show up. That's not fair. Okay. All right. Next one. All right. GP is back in the game. We've got 13 questions to go. You have to book on the event, so just wait until I post that. And the event will be announced in the Facebook group. Wow, 24 people got this wrong. The question is about the Danish king from 1588 to 1648, who's known for building some of Copenhagen's most famous buildings, like Rundtårn, the stock exchange, I think Christiansborg, and some other buildings. And it's Christian IV. Okay, this is an FAQ, so please get it right. Basically, all of these questions you need to get right. we did 50 questions for FAQs part 1. We're doing 50 questions for this one. There's another 100 of them. You can practice them by yourself on your profile in the quizzes, okay? So please do all these questions. Make sure you know the answers to every single one of them. Next one. Right. Next. What? Wow. Okay. How many people got this wrong? 52. Okay, this is a weak spot. Paul Schluter is, well, was the leader of the Conservative People's Party. And he was the longest reigning prime minister. He was in office for 10, 11 years. And he's the only prime minister from the Conservative People's Party. All right. Get it right next time.
Now you know what you don't know.
Okay. Yes, we're going to have another mock test. Basically, after this, we're going back to our regular programming, okay? This was just a test to see if you guys actually knew the most important questions. I can see, well, this is a very important question. And I can see 52 people don't know the answer to this. So at least now you know that you have this weak spot. So fix it, okay? And then we'll get back to the usual programming from Sunday. Next one. This is a combo breaker. It takes about half an hour before I import all the profiles. So just be patient. Next one. Right, 14 people got this wrong. Socialist People's Party were a spin-off from the Communist People's Party. Now you know what you don't know.
Now you know what you don't know.
We have a static top 5.
Static top 5.
Angela is back with an answer streak of 3.
Excellent.
Next one. Borja, don't be stressed. You'll be fine, man. Mangang scar, forgot to be handled off sale. Yeah, 3 times. Okay. 16 people got this wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Get it right next time. That's a weak spot. It will show up on your profile. Wumi is back with an answer streak of 3.
Great job.
Next one. We're almost at the end. You know the answer to this. Well, 16 people didn't know the answer to this, but now you know what you don't know, like I always say, so get it right next time. Adi Claudio slowly but surely climbed his way to the top. Darwin is the highest climber, up 4 places.
Excellent.
Got 8 questions to go. All right, so the Marshall Plan was economic support from the US after World War II to a lot of the Western European countries to help with rebuilding. Okay, static top 5.
Static top 5.
7 questions to go and we're done. You've seen this before. At least 13 years old before you can work. 13 people got that wrong. Get it right. Yenderman now in top 5 at the last minute. Alex is back in the game 3 in a row. Question number 45. All right, so a judge in a courtroom cannot wear any symbols, especially not any religious symbols, because judges are supposed to be impartial, okay? So they can't have any signs or symbols showing allegiance to anything. All right, 11 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know.
Now you know what you don't know.
This is an FAQ. Every single one of these questions is an FAQ, so please prioritize these questions. Make sure you know every single one of them, because you're definitely going to see at least 10 to 15 of them in the next test. Papa is making a comeback with 3 in a row.
Excellent.
At the moment, we have Eddie Claudio, Di, Ola, Duke, and Jensemand. It's a static top 5.
Static top
We've
5.
got 5 more questions to go. You already saw the answer to this. This is just asked a different way. Okay, so it's still a weak spot for some of you. Well, this question has been asked twice in this session. So if you got this wrong twice, please make sure you get it wrong the third. I'm sorry, get it right the third time. 6 people got this wrong still. Round of applause to the people that got it right. All right, still a static top 5. Roger is the highest climber. Next one. All right, there is no death sentence in Denmark. Okay, there is no death sentence in Denmark. 8 people got this wrong. Okay, we still have a static top 5. Adi Claudio, don't be scared, man. You should be proud of yourself. You have worked your way literally to the top. Okay, you're number 3 on the gold league. You are at the top right now. And just keep working, man. Don't be afraid. I'm not gonna break your confidence on Sunday. Crit is back in the game, 3 in a row.
Oh my! He's on fire!
3 more and we're done for tonight. Wow, we almost got to 100. Round of applause. Let's get this done. So, one of the grassroots movements was against nuclear power in Denmark. That's why Denmark is not a nuclear power. We don't have any nuclear warheads in this country. 27 people got this wrong. Okay, we've got Adi Claudio, DI, Ola, Duke, and Yezaman. Static top 5 still.
Static top 5.
Okay. We've got one more question and we're done. Before that, I want to say something. On the day of the test, do not be in a hurry. Okay? Don't be in a hurry. Take your time. In these Kahoots, I give you 20 seconds per question. In the test, you have 1 minute. So I actually put you under a bit more pressure in the Kahoot. And I do that for a purpose. I'm simulating an exam environment. It's a bit more fun with a bit more sound effects, but it's essentially an exam environment. And in the test, you have 1 minute per question. So please read the questions slowly, very slowly. Read the answers slowly. Make sure you understand the question and make sure you understand the answers. And then you go ahead and answer. And when you're done, don't panic and then go back and change your answers. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay? Because there's been people, I'm sure there's some of them in this session right now that have done it and ended up failing the test. So please don't do it. All right, that's it. Last question. The exam is on paper. Current affairs deals with the last 6 months. All right. Okay. Yes, so the Germans did not overthrow Denmark like they did to other countries. They just said, look, man, you guys have to work with us. We're not going to overthrow your government. Anyways, how many people got this wrong? 17 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know.
Now you know what you don't know.
Podium time. Ola at number 3. DI at number 2. Yes. So for the people wondering, 4 and 5, Yenzeman and Duke. And
NearlyDanish.com.